All right, it was a plyometrics day today. I do 1 or 2 of these a month just to keep my body in sync. I start off with these sidestepping movements to really activate my central nervous system and to check my coordination. You know, that really seems to fade as you get older. Another alternative is jumping rope, but going sideways challenges you a little more. And then I progress up to these seated box hurdles. 18 inches, 22 inches, 26. This was a challenge because it's wider. It's not so much jumping over something that's half an inch wide, but these are about 8 to 10 inches, so I got to make sure I clear them. And from the seated position, it makes it more challenging because you're at ground zero. You have less momentum off the chair. So I mix these in. I go into the regular seated box jumps. I did these up to, I think, 30 and 34 inches. But it's a progressive warm-up today. My goal was to do max jumps. So these kind of got my legs and hips activated. And these are banded pogos, really for the elasticity in my calves and my knees. So this was kind of my intermediate warm-up here. All right, and here we go to the max jumps. I start off on 2 feet. And I'm 6'4½", so the top of my head was about 8'4", 8'5", so that means my standing vertical was 24 inches. Now off 1 foot, you have more momentum. So my max vertical here, my head was about 8 feet 7 inches at the highest jump. So that means my max vertical was 27 inches right there. It used to be 34 in my youth, early mid-20s, but hey, at 62, I'll take 27 inches, and I've had to work up to that, totally reprogramming my body these last 2 or 3 years. Now, depth jumps, I usually do them on a separate day. It's really to acclimate my ankles, knees, and hips to the shock of hitting the ground, and I don't do more than 10. I think I did 6 today off 37 inches. And I try to hold that position at the bottom, just control the momentum as I land. So like I said, this is a hard shocker on the body. You can't do too many of these. All right, and this is something new, side hurdles. You see people jumping over the fence sideways. Well, I don't think I have done this movement, and I'm going to be honest, 20 or 25 years. So I wanted to try it, and with these plastic boxes, I guess, they're wider, they're 8 to 10 inches wide, so you definitely have to have a little more momentum to clear them as opposed to a fence that's only about an inch wide. So I tried it, and it definitely it felt good. The coordination is there. So thanks for watching, everybody, and keep making progress one day at a time.